Cap City. What's going on, Cap City? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your Saturn in retrograde reading, your ruler in retrograde in your 3rd house. All right? But first of all, I want to say I love you guys. I appreciate all the love and support you give me. I've been on YouTube for a year this month, and you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. If you need a personal reading, my information is in the box below. I offer 5 different readings. Okay, look in the box below for it. Now, if you are a Taurus sun, moon, or ascending sign, or Venus in Taurus, you get 50% off of readings numbers 2, 3, and 4. Okay, all throughout Taurus season. Now, this reading may not resonate with all Capricorns, so take what resonates, leave the rest. All right. We don't want to have any people bugging out in the comments, because I will block and delete you. Ask Miss Capri Lady, she knows. So with that, let's move on and talk about Saturn in retrograde in your 3rd house. Saturn in retrograde. Saturn is your ruler, so you know all about Saturn. You work with them all the time. Saturn is about rules, is about structure, it's about organization, it's about authority, about discipline. All right. In reference to your moral capacity, it also rules government. So with Saturn in retrograde in your 3rd house, which is Aquarius, the house of people who get together for like-minded goals, groups of people who get together for like-minded things, also for humanitarian efforts, even for social life. So it could be you getting together with a group of people for one common goal because this is where you go to work. It could be people getting together in a group for one common goal because, you guys are on a chess club. You're in a chess club, or, you're in the Masons. Okay. It could be a group of people getting together because you're friends and you like to hang out together and you unwind together. So it just deals with like-minded individuals who get together for a particular cause. A lot of times those causes are humanitarian efforts. That's in the 3rd house for you as well, but it's originally, if you're looking at a general chart, it's the 11th house. All right. But in this case, the way that the like-mindedness will relate to you is with your 3rd house, so 3rd house energy. So we're talking with 3rd house. This is the house that deals with self-expression. It deals with your family ties and your day-to-day travel. It governs the way you think, speak, and write. It also takes care of, it handles the logic, the memory, and the manual skills of an individual. This house is also the house that talks about your early education that you received and the ability for you to study and learn. Your relationship with your brothers, your sisters, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, and your neighbors is all in this house as well. Okay? So your short trips that you make around the way, like going to work, going to school, going to pick up the kids, going to the mall, that's governed by this house as well. And the way that you get there is governed by this house. All right. So what Saturn is about rules, your routines, your structures, your patterns. Now, when Saturn is in retrograde, Saturn is also the father time, right? So when Saturn is in retrograde, that means that times are changing. If we look at Saturn in retrograde on a broad scale globally, in Aquarius, times are changing. So like I said, Saturn is the government. So the government structure, the way we are being governed is changing. It has changed. Now the government is telling us with Saturn and Aquarius, we can't congregate together outside. If we get together in groups, we have to wear masks, things like that. So now Saturn is in retrograde. So now what's happening is the government's going to be a little bit more lax on telling us we can't get together in groups and things like that. I'm not sure how, but they're going to have to come up with something new because what they're doing is outdated. It no longer works. We're never going to go back to the way we were. It'll be like, okay, post COVID pandemic and now, it's a major staple in the history of this planet. So now the government's going to have to come up with new ways and new structures and new rules and authority, right? Because the outdated stuff doesn't work. So on a smaller scale, it's just like, okay, time changes. You have to change with the times, right? Saturn is the father of time. So if you don't change with the times and you try to do old, try to go back to old routines that are not going to work now, then that's where you're going to experience the unfortunate effects of Saturn. Because Saturn is karma. And Saturn is about discipline. Okay? So you will be disciplined by Saturn. Now, on a micro level, a smaller example would be, when you were when you were in your 20s, when you were in college on the weekends, if you didn't have to study, you and your friends, you would get drunk. This is not everybody, because not everybody did this, but a lot of people partied hard when they were in college, drunk all the time, or whenever they didn't have to have class, or, they would, like, just say, for example, they would do it on the weekends. And some people, participated in all types of drugs and all types of activity. All right, not knocking anybody, just giving an example. That's what you did in college, right? That's what you did in college. Now, a lot of people outgrown that. They realize, okay, that's something I did in college. I can't do that anymore. I'm maturer now, and I realize that that's not a part of my life, and it's not something that, will bring positive influence into my life. So you put it behind you. Some people don't. Some people continue to do this. They continue to do it into their 30s and in their 40s, and they're still doing it. The thing is that when you don't put things that belong in the past, when Saturn retrograde comes, it's going to bite you in the ass. So now what may happen is, say, fast forward 10 years, you're still in contact with your high school, or your college, friends, right? You guys are maybe in a sorority or fraternity together. That's also ruled by your third house. You're in a fraternity together. You guys decide to celebrate, 30-year anniversary. You guys get together on a weekend, and you got all your booze and your drinks, and you still got the illicit drugs. Somebody brings the illicit drugs. Somebody brings the cocaine. Somebody brings the meth. Somebody brings the the Molly, whatever it is you use, right? And it's like, okay, some of you are like, nah, I'll just stick to my alcohol or whatever. This is my poison. Some will be like, oh no, I'll just stick to my weed. This is my poison. Some will be like, oh no, I'll just, whatever you choose, right? But then you may have a few of you who may feel like, oh, okay, well, let's do like we used to do for old time's sakes, and just go ham. Sniffing too much cocaine, Then somebody gets in the car and drives, and then they crash. Okay? Now, what could happen when a crash? You could hit someone, you could injure someone, you could kill yourself. Worst case scenario is you get a DUI, but what's going to happen is Saturn rules your reputation, how people see you. It also talks about your career, how people see you in a career, how you see yourself, your status, okay, and what you're known for. And so this is not going to be something that's going to happen eventually. It'll happen right away. All right. So if you don't want to be known for something that makes you look bad, that put you in a position where people are looking down upon you, or even worse, it ends up killing you or you hurt someone else, you have to be careful with the Saturn retrograde energy. That's just an example, but I needed to show you the levels of severity that you could experience because, like I said, Saturn is discipline and it's karma. So you can experience traumatic situations, life-altering situations where things will never go back to being the same. Okay? Let's see. But you guys are used to Saturn, right? But now it's time for you to restructure. Capricorns are usually structured, organized, routine individuals. But some of those old routines that that didn't work in the past, you put them to the side. Right? And you went on because it's like, okay, I can't do things this way anymore. So you change your structure, your routine, and you move on. And then now Saturn is in retrograde. So Saturn is like, okay, some of those old routines that you let go of, I'm going to test you and I'm going to put them back in your life in some way, shape, or form and see if you still try to do that stuff. Seven of Pentacles is the overall energy in reverse, okay? So this is someone who is not patient. This is someone who doesn't want to work for something. This is someone who wants something for nothing as well. This is someone who doesn't put the time, the effort, and the care into making sure that you're able to grow something. All right, let's see what cards we got here. I hope I explained that Saturn retrograde to you in a way that made sense. But it's just going to bring back old, outdated patterns and routines and things that you used to do that you no longer do. But it's just going to test you on it. And it could be your relationship with your family. How maybe you would let them, like, for example, in your third house. Say maybe you had an auntie or uncle or a cousin or a neighbor who, used to, I don't even know. Let's just go on. Magician in reverse. We'll see what these cards bring up and then I'll interpret it for you that way. Magician in reverse is Mercury energy. Okay. We have that clarified with the Six of Swords. That is Aquarius energy. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, which is Piscean energy. clarified with the Ace of Cups. Okay, that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Page of Swords, which is Libra energy, clarified with the Eight of Swords, which is Gemini energy. Mercury energy. Okay, so this is your third house. Okay, Mercury rules the third house. It's the house of, normally it's the house of Gemini. All right, but this house that we're talking about where Aquarius is for you rules your the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you write, and that in your logic. So that's all ruled by Mercury. We have that in reverse here. So for some of you, you're not able to manifest maybe effective communication with someone. So you decided to move. You decided to leave. Okay, this could have been with sisters, brothers, aunties, uncles, cousins, neighbors. Okay, some of you may have felt that someone had ill will towards you. Maybe a family member that I mentioned maybe has ill will towards you, and you just decided to move away from that. Okay, this could have been someone that you loved, a family member, because you walked away, from this situation. But we have that clarified with the Ace of Cups. And this could be because you realize that you love yourself. So some of you had to walk away from a situation or a family member that you loved. You may have walked away, come back, walked away, come back. Because the Eight of Cups is about that. Walking away, coming back, because there's an emotional tie. We only do that with family members, or we do that with people that we truly love or very close friends. Okay? So you walked away for self-respect because you love yourself more. Okay? So this person could have been putting you through some emotional turmoil. Okay? And then we have the Page of Swords here, where somebody could be watching someone. Okay? But they're not really seeing what's going on with this Eight of Swords here. Someone could be watching someone, but you may not know this person is watching you. Okay, so this is telling me that you were with someone who had maybe ill intent. This could be someone who you grew up with, someone you were close to. This could be as far as a communication issue with this person. Okay, because we got a lot of swords here. So a lot of communication problems. All right. And because the communication didn't work out, maybe this person had ill will towards you and maybe you didn't know it, but you were sensing that they did. So you kept trying to work things out with this person. You would walk away, go back, walk away, go back, walk away, go back. But then you decided, you know what, I love myself more. And so you ended up cutting this person off, very little to no communication. Because for some of you, this was about emotion. You see how she's standing? This is the Eight of Swords energy. This is Gemini energy. But you see how she's standing in the water? The water represents emotions. So your emotional tie to this person won't allow you to see what's going on. It's like your intuition is telling you that something is going on, but your intuition is clouded. See, you're standing in water. Water is intuitive energy. And it's clouded because you have this mask over your face. So it was clouded. So you bypassed. You allowed yourself. You knew what was going on with this person. But each of these swords represents the fact that, you see how we got the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups? So each cup represents the fact that you walked away from this person. Like a sword situation happened and you walked away. But the Eight of Cups is in reverse, so you came back. Another sword situation happened. So you go back and forth between these Eight of Cups. So this is telling you, you knew something was going on with this person. You were fighting with this person, okay? And you kept allowing this person to come back in because you trusted this person. You wanted to work things out with this person. This is someone that you loved. Whether it's a family member or someone that is in your immediate surroundings, like a relationship. But I'm getting family too, okay? And so with this Seven of Pentacles here in reverse, this is just telling me you no longer have patience with this person. You've let go of the frustration and the aggravation of dealing with them. And what you decided to do is like, you know what? Do I have to deal with this? No, I don't have to deal with this. All right, with the Seven of Cups energy. Because this is about illusion. This person could have had you. This person had you in their head. This person was a manipulator. Emotional manipulator. Okay? They played on the fact that you cared for them. So this is either a family member or a lover. Okay? And this definitely could be family. Because again, when we talk about the third house, we talk about family. Okay? local family, aunties, uncles, cousins, sisters and brothers as well. Okay. So, this person could have had you under the illusion that, okay, we're supposed to get along. This is what we're supposed to do. But yet this person would keep stabbing you in the back. You would go back and take them back. But you realize, look, I love myself more. And I'm going to have to let this go. I'm just going to have to let this go. Some of you, if this is a brother or sister, you were concerned about how your parents would feel. You were in your head like, I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I'm concerned about how my mom would feel if me and my brother and sister don't get along, or if me and my aunt don't get along, or if me and my uncle or my cousins don't get along. For some of you, this is you looking at all the times that this person has disillusioned you, and you're concerned, you're afraid with the Strength card about what the other family members may have to say, how they may feel about it, okay? But you're trying to maintain your self-respect and your pride, your self-pride here, okay? Because these people have been doing nothing but deceiving you. Look at these cards here, all right? So we got Judgment in reverse. So this is telling me that if you go back to them, if you decide to just say, okay, well, let me chalk it up. This is family. Let me go back to it. And you reconnect with them, you're going to be making a mistake, because the Hermit comes up in reverse. Meaning that you've been through this over and over and over again. It's a terrible cycle. Y'all get back together. They disrespect, you leave. Y'all get back together. They disrespect, you leave. It's time that you end this permanently with the Death card. And that's what you want to do. And Saturn is telling you that that's what you need to do. All right. That's just for some of you. Not everybody's going to resonate with this reading. Okay. But it's the old routines of, okay, well, let's work this out. We're family. Or let's work this out, we're friends. Because again, we're dealing with the House of Aquarius, which is like-minded people, which could be your friends as well. It could be at your job as well, because we're talking about like people getting together for a common cause, which is work. So some of you could be having this issue at your job. Okay? You could be having this issue with friends. The House of Aquarius deals with friends. Okay? So it could be anybody in those areas. Family members, friends, co-workers, colleagues. All right, let's see what else we got for you guys. And it's like you have to change the way that you deal with them. You can't continue to be nice to them and say, okay, well, let's let bygones be bygones, because this person is just going to, they're looking at you as you weak. Next card here, Five of Cups reverse. Okay, so this is, with the Five of Cups, this is Scorpio energy. That's transformative energy. See, you're changing the way you're looking at this. You're no longer feeling like a victim here. Okay? You're no longer feeling like a victim. You've changed your outlook. You're going to move on. Some of you want to forgive and reconnect, but Saturn is testing you. This is going to be very difficult for some people. Very, very difficult. Because this is people that you grew up with, people that you love. For some of you, it's in a work environment. But for some of you, it's family. And this is going to be a very trying time for you. Very trying. Okay. So we have Major Arcana, the Hierophant in reverse as the current situation. This is Taurus energy. We have that clarified with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Not clarified, but the challenge in the situation is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is Piscean energy. Your spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, higher self want you to focus on or embody the star energy. Okay, this is Aquarius energy. We're in the House of Aquarius. So you need to embody the Aquarius energy. Or, this could be, we'll see how this breaks down in the extended. There's going to be extended to the video. The link is going to be in the box below. Look at all these major arcanas here. The only card that's not a major arcana is the challenge card, where the challenge comes in. Now, where your head is at is the Hangman in reverse. So this is you feeling like either, well, let's just go through the cards. So that's where your head is at. The outcome is the Devil energy. Capricorn energy. This is your energy. All right. So what I'm getting here when I look at these cards, the Five of Cups in reverse talks about moving on. Talks about forgiveness, recovery, letting go. This Hierophant in reverse here, the current situation is that, for example, the Hierophant talks about tradition. Okay, so this could talk about traditional family structure. The family structure is broken with the Hierophant in reverse. The challenge is the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Cups talks about greed. It talks about looking for quick results. It talks about laziness. That's the challenge here. The challenge is someone just being self-absorbed. Okay? All about them. It doesn't matter what anybody else wants. Because when this isn't upright, this talks about you having what you want. Being, wish fulfilled, right? Being happy with who you are, happy with yourself. Your spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors are wanting you to look at and embody the star card energy. This is about healing. This is about having faith and having hope. But where your head is at with the hangman in reverse here, you could be in a position where you're ready to act and ready to move on. Or you could be feeling as if these people are traitors to you. They deceived you because they were family. So they deceived you. So you're looking at this situation like, you know what? This is a toxic situation with the devil energy here. I want no parts of it. I want no parts of it. I don't care if they're family. I don't care. I'm not happy. I'm not happy in a situation. I don't like the fact that we don't communicate or we don't talk or we don't get along. I don't like the fact that, there may be elders in the family who don't, do anything about the issues with the communication and the family and the things that have been going on. The overall energy here is you want to move on from this. You want to heal from this. You want to recover from this. You feel that, people have deceived you and betrayed you. Family members deceived you and betrayed you. A lot of you, the bane of your existence is your family. Your family. And how they treat you. And how they've done you. This is gonna hit hard for a lot of people here. This is gonna hit hard for a lot of people. All right, let's take a look at the other cards here before we go to the extended. So we have the Five of Cups in reverse here. That was the overall energy. That's recovering, moving on. The Six of Cups in reverse talks about letting go of the past. A lot of you, this is your siblings. Okay, if you look here in the upright, the Six of Cups here. This could talk about family members. A relationship with a family member. Okay, but this is going back to childhood. So a lot of you, this is your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your sisters, and your brothers. A lot of you don't speak to your brothers and sisters. A lot of you don't communicate with aunties and uncles and cousins. You decided to let the past go because no matter what you do, you don't trust these people. The Knight of Wands in reverse. These people get you so angry and so frustrated with their deceit and their betrayal that you know that you can't be around them because it takes your focus off of everything. It redirects your energy. This is how intense this is for you. You get so frustrated and angry that you can't even focus on your day-to-day activity. It takes out from you. It takes away from you. It drains you, which is what toxic energy does. It drains your spirit. You can't focus on work. You can't focus on the things you want to focus on. And for some of you with this Empress energy, this could represent your mother. This could represent your grandmother or an auntie in the family who may have a problem with the way you feel about things. And this could be part of your concern as well. Okay? This Empress energy represents an elder in the family. Okay? And you're concerned about this elder's opinion. But at the same time, these people put you in a position where you can't maintain your anger. You cannot maintain your anger. That's for some of you. So we have the Four of Pentacles. You guarding yourself. You protecting yourself. You know what? Look, I can't be around. I can't go to family functions. I can't do it. I can't. I have to protect my mental, emotional state. And so as a result, I'm in communication with these people. I can't keep doing this. Someone's going to want to apologize. Someone's going to want to apologize. And they're going to want to reconnect. But the thing is, these are manipulative motherfuckers. They're playing games. They have problems with money. They see you doing well. A lot of them see you as the star card. They may see you doing well in life without them, without communicating with them, without dealing with them. And they may be trying to come to you to see what they can get from you. Okay? But you know they up to no good. So they're going to come with an apology. Oh, sister or old brother or old cousin, let's reconnect. But the reality is they're up to bullshit. They're very controlling. They're very manipulative. They may be having some financial difficulties. They're trying to count your money, trying to see what you got, what you up to, what you doing. Playing games. They're still at it. A lot of them are jealous and envious of you. That's what it boils down to. Jealousy and envy. Nothing more than that. We got the Two of Swords reverse here. This is you, you were feeling like, damn, this could be them also feeling like, okay, I'm going to take action with the Two of Swords. With the Two of Swords upright, this is somebody who knows they need to do something, but they're prolonging doing it. And this could be you like, yo, I know I need to cut these people off, but then at the same time, they're my family. What am I supposed to do? People have things to say. Oh, well, that's your family. You should work it out. But some families can't work shit out. They just can't. And you have to accept that. Okay? And so you had to come to that conclusion, that hard conclusion. Like I said, for some people, your family is the bane of your existence. So here you're trying to manifest what you need so you can do what it is you have to do. Okay? In life, so that you can be who you want to be, do what you want to do. Some of you are trying to manifest the manner of communication to let them know that, you know what? Hey, how's it going? But when we were kids, no, this is not, we're not kids anymore. It's like you have to let them know, no, we're not children anymore. We're not going to keep doing the same stuff that we were doing when I was a kid. I'm not a kid. I've grown up. So as a result, I have to walk away from this situation because I can't keep going back and forth with this. This is spiritually draining. This is why this devil energy is here. This is spiritually draining you. And so as a result of you walking away, you avert a disaster with the Tower card in reverse. You're not accepting any apologies. You're not to the point where you're lying to yourself anymore or everybody else, telling everybody this isn't an upright. See how this person is just on the phone doing their thing, acting like everything's normal, but inside they're tore the fuck up because of the things that they went through in their family and the family dynamics and what they experienced and what they grew up with. This person is letting that go now. And that's what Saturn, exactly what Saturn wants you to do. Exactly what Saturn wants you to do. So what we're going to do is, for those of you who resonate with this, we're going to go into the extended. And we are going to break this down for you. And we're going to let you know exactly what's going on. Because like I said, this is going to be rough for a lot of people. This has to do with family members who are still alive, elders who are still alive, who have a say and have a strong position to play, and are still involved with each of the siblings or the brothers and sisters, aunties, uncles, cousins. This person here is the key. Okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to break all of this down here, and we're going to figure out what you can do, what you need to look out for. And this is going to give you the, because Saturn's going to test you. You have to keep that in mind. This is rough. This is rough. Very rough. All right. But we're going to go to the extended and figure out what you can do. All right. So this could be, again, family members, because, the third house where Aquarius is, it deals with social groups, people you socialize with, because the third house is people, your family members that you socialize with. So a lot of you, this is about family issues. And speaking up for yourself and defending yourself against family members who are manipulative, who are emotionally abusive. Some of them could have been physically abusive to you. And, the summertime is coming and family reunions are coming. Okay, and a lot of you don't want to go to family reunions because you don't want to be around. It's not like you don't get along with all the family members. There's some you do get along with, but there are other ones that they cloud it for you. They make it terrible for you to be around, and you just can't be around them because, again, your temper. Like, it's gonna blow up. We had the Tower card in reverse, averting a disaster, a physical disaster. Some people could be physical altercations with these people. Okay? Again, a lot of you, it's family members and friends you grew up with is what the issue is here. So we'll go to the extended. If this resonates, let me know. Click the like button. Leave a comment, you guys, if you're going through this. And we'll go to the extended, and I will see you guys either there or in the next reading. So take care of yourself, Cap City. I love you. I'll see you in the next reading.